Goo. I thought this was supposed to be about stocks.
What's up, people? Welcome to the program this morning. It has been a fantastic end of the year, even right down to the last day of the year. And we joked, we were joking about the price of gold and the price of silver. And what I was saying is, yeah, of course there's money to be made on the GLD and the SLV. But trying to predict where gold and silver is going to be at the end of the year, 6 months from now, 5 years from now, what's the point? I'll tell you one thing that was easily predictable. When we sold off yesterday and we started to get strong into the close, we bought the GLD at 150 and held it overnight. And right now they're at 153.17. So fantastic trade right there. Some of the boys in the chat room participated. Then we also held some ILMN, the Illuminati stock. We were looking at that chart. We were hoping this thing held 30. It held 30 the other day. We held some. Looking for it to break $30.40 today. Today we spiked past it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Our other overnight was FMCN, which it opened up, but we did not sell it. And I think it was a winner at one point, but the FMCN, we allowed that one to turn into a loser because we weren't paying close enough attention to it. Well, to really be perfectly clear, I was late to getting into the office today. My wife had something for me this morning. What? So what I'm trying to tell you is today we have Hot Cocoa coming to the chat room. Day Trading Dina will not be here. She's doing a charity event in AC. If you don't know, Day Trading Dina is the girl that we sponsor for the pageant circuit. She's trying to be Ms. America and she wants to be Miss Universe and all that. So good luck to her and all of her charity work, and her pageant is in about 2.5 weeks. Also, we're planning on going to Vegas this year, in 2012 I'm talking about. But let's talk about predictions. And everybody likes to make the predictions. They like to talk about mistakes from the year before, predictions for the year coming. Yeah, whoa.
You're back on there? Yeah.
I'm letting everybody know what's going to be happening today in the chat room. Today we're going to try to give you a glimpse. We're going to give you a glimpse of what goes on behind the scenes.
I can't hear you.
We're not. It's for these guys over there in the video world. That guy right there, this guy over there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Small recap of what was happening today with the GLD, which will be selling at 153. There's no point in hanging on to this over the weekend. So here's my predictions. My predictions for 2012, more of the same. And I hope it stays exactly what's been happening over the last 20 or so days. When people are giving up on this market, when people are saying this was the worst market, this was a choppy market, this is the market that I love the most. Because sometimes the stocks don't continue to go the right direction after I get out of them. But today, we did 3 trades. We did Netflix, we did Panel, and we did Shield. And once again, 2 out of the 3 of them continued to go after I got out. So it doesn't happen every time. The SHLD, we tried to play a small, little short squeeze. It worked for about 10 seconds and then plummeted right back down to earth. The ILMN, we're liking this. Take a look at that chart. Looks really good.
This is so cool.
And yeah, so predictions for 2012. More of the same. I hope this continues to happen. I want to be able to buy dips and sell the rips. Let it continue. And if we break down below 50 on the Qs, we'll go short and stay short. If we break the highs on the Qs around 59 and change, we know we're about to break out. But one prediction I want to remain continuously bullish on is the Google. The Google and the Apple. Everyone's talking about their competition. Who's going to reign supreme? Which operating system? What platform are going to be using? What's the story? Why not own them both? But more importantly, why not own Google? Because Apple is already at all-time highs. Google has some ground to make up. Google will be the OCP of our generation. If you don't know that reference, it's a RoboCop reference. OCP was the company that took over the planet. They took over Detroit. Whatever. Google will take over the planet. Facebook, you worried? No. Don't be worried about Facebook.
Kind of like Skynet.
Just like that LinkedIn trade. Facebook, I'm rooting for it to be a complete failure because you know who doesn't care about Facebook? This guy right here. I don't care. I don't care about Facebook. It was pretty cool at one point. You know what it's good for now? For you and I to talk. and for me to make sure that you get to the room where we're doing these broadcasts. So get to me on Facebook, whatever you need. Today's one of those days where you had to make your presence felt. Hello.
Hello. Sorry.
So the Google, here's my prediction. Because if I'm going to make a prediction, you might as well go balls deep into the prediction. Google will get to about 685 before the earnings report. Maybe even 700, which is next month. Then they're going to report stellar earnings. The stock will then go to about 780. Then they'll tack on another 20, because if you get to 770, you always get to 800. I think you read that in your books, right? Then if you get to 800, generally you get to 1,000. So then the next 200 points might be a little bit more grudging. It might be a little bit more of a hard road to hoe. But we'll get there. We'll get there together. Then when it hits 1,000, you know it's going to go to 1,200, and then we'll do an 8-for-1 split. So when it hits 1,200, it's going to do an 8-for-1 split and get the stock all the way back down to 150. And all the guys that didn't want to buy a $1,000 stock will start coming back in, and they'll drive that stock right to 200. And on December 18th of 2012, Google will be $2,000 split adjusted. All right? How you feel me? You feel me now? Full disclosure, I own the stock, my parents own the stock, my cousin owns the stock, and everybody I talk to about Google, I want you to own the stock, I want them to own the stock, and I want you to tell 2 friends about owning the stock. Full disclosure. Because I'm not one of those guys that is going to give you a buy recommendation on a stock and not actually have my own money in it. Because people who do that, when you see the little blue screen that comes up behind them with the full disclosure chart, why talk about how great a company is if you don't have any interest in what it does? For real. For real, yo.
Yeah.
All right, so get to the chat room today. We'll make a rap video later. Not a rap video like in ba 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 and all that kind of stuff, but a rap video like we're going to rap the day. Because I have no skills in rapping whatsoever.
Wow.
So
Yeah, you do.
I got a little bit of skill. Okay, bringing the shit hardcore once again. Make sure you get to the room. Send me that email to jefferson@hitthebid.com. And make sure you are in the room so you can hear all the wonderful stuff that goes on here without you. Get there. Do it. FSLR long, 3350. See ya.